What's up, guys? Alright, so car's still in pieces. Since the last video, I showed you guys the carbon fiber fenders. This is like actual mock-up of what it looks like. All the bolts are in, pretty on there. So let me show you guys what the fitment looks like. I'll just give you guys a recap of what I've done so far and new ideas I've come up with since the last video a couple days ago. So I'm just trying to make videos every like 3 to 4 days because I do something 3 to 4 days. So look at the fitment on it. Really clean. It's not like at 100% where it's gonna be. I still have to do some playing with it, like once the bumper is on and everything, the hood's on. But low-key, pretty good. So if I didn't say from where these, well, if you didn't watch the last video, these are my new carbon fiber fenders, and these are from Canada Auto Performance. And I don't think I showed you guys, but quote me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong, excuse me. From what I'm thinking, if this focuses here, that, well, you probably can't see it. Let me see. 001. So, unless I'm mistaken, I think this is unit number 1. I think me personally, I think I got the first ones that were sent out. And correct me if I'm wrong, that might be the SKU number, but I think that's number 1. And I think I have the first fenders that went out, like the first ones. I don't know, correct me, whatever. Anyways, let me show you guys what I've done so far on the Audi. Waiting on gaskets. So unfortunately, this is the sad part where you gotta wait for gaskets and stuff like that. And one of them, like one of the things I need to start putting everything together, like here, that part has been like in transit from like Houston to where I live, like in the city, well, in like the portion I live in, Houston, to back to the Houston depot, back to this, back to this, back to this, like 4 times. And it's United States Postal Service. There's no way to contact anyone there, which sucks. So I just gotta wait it out. And other parts I'm getting from Audi, other parts are coming from another place. So there's just gaskets coming from all over. But in the meantime, I was like, I wanna do something. So like I had said last time, the washer unit on this vehicle had never worked. And I was thinking about it, I was like, I never had to use it. And the ownership I have in this car, because this car only goes out like if it's sunny. So this is where usually that reservoir sits, and it goes right here. I removed it completely, removed all the lines on it, removed the actual, like the ones that shoot out, remove those. I'm gonna tuck the wires back here. I gotta make connections that loop, so it looks like the sensors are there. The rest of it I looped back here, goes in there, and they're gonna tuck in there, and this is just gonna tuck away in there. So I'm gonna remove the whole thing and then make some loops for that, and hopefully no lights or anything like that pop up on the dash, because these cars, if one sensor is like not connected, lights on the dash. But I try my best and get that looped and just do a whole delete on that system, which will give me a little bit more space for something that I'm doing on the bumper, which I'm gonna show you now. So I bought these, like, I was thinking, I was like, I've had fog lights. Never really use the fog lights because it never goes out at night. This is more of a day vehicle. And even then, I don't use the fog lights. So what I started doing was like, I want more air to go into where the supercharger is at. So I bought like these vents. And if you can tell, they're right here. So what it's gonna, and I'll show you guys how it's gonna look. So these vents are gonna, air is gonna go in here, go into these vents right here. I'm gonna get a little block off plate so it all matches. And this isn't gonna be this, it's gonna be like a gloss black. But yeah, that's gonna go in there. And then there's tubing that runs through the back, which is gonna come through here and come through this area straight to where the intake is. So air through there, intake. So more of a just shooting air, because this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this system for this. Once you start tearing things apart, this doesn't really have a place where to grab air. There is like a little like snout that goes here, but that doesn't do much. Like, I was really looking into it. It doesn't really do much, so that's going to be a way to get air in there. And then the engine bay does get really hot, so there's going to be another one in here that kind of just throws air here. I'm gonna have to see where I put that or where I lead that hose to, but just for, I don't know, I'm gonna see how I can make it work or what needs air here, or I just might route something as well somewhere and do more air there as well. So run a connection, I don't know yet either, just for the engine bay to get colder air, so like this air, the whole engine gets really hot. So I also got the actual what's it called, the guys, air intake. I got the air intake. Let me show you guys right now. But I think that'll be cool, like actual air going into places. I think it's cool. Like, once this is done and like it's how I want it to look and all that, I think it'll be cool. Just wait. I'm gonna make it work. It's gonna look really nice, and there's gonna be more air in there. But let me show you guys the air intake. All right, guys. So this is the intake. Just wait. So what I needed basically was the actual housing. I needed like the actual housing that blocks this off. This is what I needed, and I had seen the one that comes with the titanium one, and I didn't really like the heat shield on it. I was looking at it. You're spending more money on the actual intake itself than the actual heat shield, and I wanted a decent heat shield. So I got this one, which was from eBay, and it was like less than 200 bucks, and it brought a heat shield that I actually kind of liked. So I bought it. This is the tubing that comes with it. Has their name. I don't like it, but what the plan is, I'm gonna get the carbon fiber one that you can buy. That's not a whole set. You just buy the tubing and use it in conjunction with this. A lot cheaper, but I wanted that shield. If not, I'll just run this for a while, but that's the goal. I'm gonna change that tubing out. This is the actual intake. Piping comes with like the secondary like filter, the little small one as well. There it is. And all the heat shield like that wraps around and whatever. Only thing I don't have, which I didn't remember, the actual grommets that go in here that hold the heat shield. I got rid of them like when I first got this car. Stupid of me. I gotta get those now. Gonna buy them from Audi. So, but yeah, I really like the heat shield on this car, on this intake, which was like sub 200 bucks. Like super affordable intake if you're like looking for intake. I'll put the link down below. But yeah, really good intake. I just, what I'm going for, I only need everything else but the tubing. So it'll work. Just trust me. I'm gonna get to it. We'll get everything set up how I want it to look. It's gonna work. It's gonna look really good. Just trust me. But other than that, so let's see. So washer delete, the intakes that are going in there. Intake is here, waiting on gaskets. Yeah. Next thing is this lip. It's a little beat up. I'm looking for a different lip. I really like this lip a lot. The thing is, the car sits really low and it beats up my lip getting in and out of my driveway. And if anywhere is really low, that thing scrapes like crazy. So I am looking for a more low profile front lip on it that's still cool looking, and carbon fiber. So if you guys know of one, please let me know. If you guys have one that you use that isn't the ECS tuning, this thing is 700 bucks and it hurts every time I scrape, and it sucks that it's getting destroyed. But the car sits really low, unfortunately. The springs that I got are Super Sports, I believe is H&R Super Sport springs that are like the lowest you can go on this car. But I'm not gonna replace my springs. I like the right height. Just sucks. This is the downside. I'm destroying a $700 lip, but I want to get another lip that's a little bit, maybe like this much. If I had this much space extra or less, I would be perfectly fine everywhere. But I'm gonna get a different lip. I'm still looking into what I want to do and go from there. But other than that, I think that's everything that we're caught up on. So mocked up the actual fender. These are gonna come on and off multiple times because I still have to do some work on here with fitment as well as the wheel and all that. Once I get that in, well, once I get the supercharger on, I can start fitting this all back on, and then it'll be a task of wire tucking because I do want less wires and stuff like that, and where everything routes. I'm also gonna probably reroute this hose where the little secondary hose goes. I want to reroute it somewhere else where it still can get air, but it's not there, just for a cleaner look. But yeah, it's going a little bit deeper than I've thought about on this project, but I think it'll look cool in the end. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any like things you guys want to see, oh, I do want to do an oil catch can on this. But yeah, that's another thing I want to do now. Everything costs money, and everything takes time. So I'm gonna be doing everything I want to. Just might take a little bit longer than I thought and cost a little bit more than I thought. In the beginning, this was just gonna be a PCV and PCV in, out. Unfortunately, it was a lot more, and we've gone a lot more, and I'm not upset about it. I'm actually very excited to drive this car again once everything is done to it, which I am looking so forward to. But guys, that's a little update. I don't know if you guys are still watching this. I'm still gonna make videos. I think it's cool where we're at. A lot more stuff coming towards it. Once this thing's on the ground on wheels, I will show you guys the first start and then test drive on it, which should be a lot of fun, and hopefully everything goes smooth. But guys, again, I think I'm just rambling. Until next time, if you haven't liked and subscribed, like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, peace.